Second point in this is that secrecy in many matters should be given up. Budget is the case in point. जिन्होंने स्टॉक मार्केट में बेनिफिट करना है वो तो उनको तो पता लग ही जाता है क्या आ रहा है. We can have a more open process. And third is to amend this Schedule 10 of the Constitution, this anti-defection bill, in which if I disobey a whip, then I have already defected. So the point there would be that actually we should say whips cannot be issued except on the vote of confidence and on the rest of the matter, and the media can help. क्योंकि नहीं तो अगर मैं reservations पर बोलूं against what the stated position of the BJP is, BJP immediately they say split in BJP. And then everybody is deterred here. Why embarrass the party? Finally, three suggestions. One, of course, improve political parties, but more important is the detailed analysis of proposals that come up. PRS is an excellent example in this. Their work on individual bills that come up is a great education to us. But supposing the entire media were to devote that very time and skill to analyzing legislative proposals and to reporting the debates, you see, actually speaking, you make a substantive contribution in a debate, it will not come in at all. आप किसी को गाली निकाल दो, कल होगा. आप हल्ला कर दो, pandemonium in house. So that's the incentive we are giving as media persons to debasing the effectiveness of Parliament. So finally, that the ultimate solution is better to send, there is no substitute for sending and devising ways to send better persons to Parliament and monitoring their conduct much better. The media has done some good work in this, for instance, these sting operations, provided they are unbiased and provided they are broadcast or not broadcast not to suit the convenience of one party or one government or the other. Then it can be a useful thing. Second thing in this regard is we must all have a national campaign, and I request PRS and all of us to work on actually setting down what would be good qualifications and disqualifications for legislators. This was, if we see Dr. Rajendra Prasad's concluding speech in the Constituent Assembly, he said this is one of the great lacunae that we have left and the country will pay dearly for it. अब आप देखिए छोटी सी चीजें भी कर सकते हैं. Section 8A of the Representation of People's Act, it says upon conviction for a heinous crime being that for which I am mandatory imprisonment of 7 years or more, I shall lose my membership of the House. Next subsection, unless I file an appeal within 3 months. So I murder, I am convicted after 11 years, I am a member of Parliament, I file 3 months and then continue forever. This time in the vote of confidence, 4 members came from jail where they are serving sentences upon conviction for murder. They will decide how this billion people will be ruled. Now, we should have a public campaign. These should be the qualifications, these should be the disqualifications, and for instance on conviction for crime and so on, we just change it. And there is no substitute, sir, than vigilance from outside. Whether it is for expenditure or it is for my misconduct in the House or for my neglecting all this. So I would, and the only thing I would differ with in regard to Bimal, with Bimal's thing about Council of States, actually what we sorely need in India is a council of talent, not a council of states or something or the other. That's what's lacking. That's why our procedures go awry and institutions get clogged. So, short point is the quantitative indices that PRS has put together are excellent, and I would plead with media to put them as box items each time the session is on. It will have a salutary effect on members of Parliament. It will shame them. But in addition, we have much more to do by looking at the qualitative things behind those quantitative indices. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shourie, especially for your for the list of suggestions that you made, which I think provides much food for thought, and I'm sure we will get into that in the discussion.